Okay, take two. Yeah, obviously this is my first time doing this. I know it's a little awkward, but hi, thanks for coming. Is it going to start up again? Yeah. All right. Yay, it's going. There's a little bit of lag, but it is going. Please say if you can hear me. Okay, take two. All good now, but if you can't hear me. Yeah, obviously this is my first time doing this. I know it's a little awkward, but hi, thanks for coming. So, should I do something right? Yeah. All right. Yay, it's going. There's a little bit of lag, but it is going. I'm reading a scene in a first again. Please say if you can hear me. Okay, take two. I got a few questions. Now, but if you can't hear me. Yeah, obviously this is my first time doing this. I know it's a little awkward, but hi, thanks for coming. So, should I do something right? Yeah. All right. Yay, it's going. There's a little bit of lag, but it is going. I'm reading a scene in a first again. Please say that you can hear me. Okay, take two. I got a few questions. Now, but if you can't hear me. Yeah, obviously this is my first time doing this. I know it's a little awkward, but hi, thanks for coming. So, should I do something right? Yeah. All right. Yay, it's going. There's a little bit of lag, but it is going. I'm reading a scene in a first again. Please say that you can hear me. Okay, take two. I got a few questions. Now, but if you can't hear me. Yeah, obviously this is my first time doing this. I know it's a little awkward, but hi, thanks for coming. So, should I do something right? Yeah. All right. Yay, it's going. There's a little bit of lag, but it is going. I'm reading a scene in a first again. Please say that you can hear me. Okay, take two. I got a few questions. Yeah, obviously this is my first time doing this. I know it's a little awkward, but hi, thanks for coming. So, should I do something right? Yeah. All right. Yay, it's going. There's a little bit of lag, but it is going. I'm reading a scene in a first again. Please say that you can hear me. Okay, take two. I got a few questions. Yeah, obviously this is my first time doing this. I know it's a little awkward, but hi, thanks for coming. So, should I do something right? Yeah. All right. Yay, it's going. There's a little bit of lag, but it is going. I'm reading a scene in a first again. Please say that you can hear me. Okay, take two. I got a few questions. Yeah, obviously this is my first time doing this. I know it's a little awkward, but hi, thanks for coming. So, should I do something right? Yeah. All right. Yay, it's going. There's a little bit of lag, but it is going. I'm reading a scene in a first again. Please say that you can hear me. Okay, take two. I got a few questions. Yeah, obviously this is my first time doing this. I know it's a little awkward, but hi, thanks for coming. So, should I do something right? Yeah. All right. Yay, it's going. There's a little bit of lag, but it is going. I'm reading a scene in a first again. Please say that you can hear me. Okay, take two. I got a few questions. Yeah, obviously this is my first time doing this. I know it's a little awkward, but hi, thanks for coming. So, should I do something right? Yeah. All right. Yay, it's going. There's a little bit of lag, but it is going. I'm reading a scene in a first again. Please say that you can hear me. Okay, take two. I got a few questions. Yeah, obviously this is my first time doing this. I know it's a little awkward, but hi, thanks for coming. So, should I do something right? Yeah. All right. Yay, it's going. There's a little bit of lag, but it is going. I'm reading a scene in a first again. Please say that you can hear me. Okay, take two. I got a few questions. Yeah, obviously this is my first time doing this. I know it's a little awkward, but hi, thanks for coming. So, should I do something right? Yeah. All right. Yay, it's going. There's a little bit of lag, but it is going. I'm reading a scene in a first again. Please say that you can hear me. Okay, take two. I got a few questions. Yeah, obviously this is my first time doing this. I know it's a little awkward, but hi, thanks for coming. So, should I do something right? Yeah. All right. Okay, is it working now? Please tell me it's working. I had enough technical difficulties. I'm not a computer person. Oh, actually, if it's not, tell me. Yay! Okay, so I'm going to repeat everything I just said. I was asked how I got into Vocaloid, and now, okay, so yeah, basically it was something my friend showed me when I was over for a project in 7th or 8th grade, and I got totally addicted to it. That's really it. I mean, we looked at YouTube, and I think the first song I heard was like Alice of Human Sacrifice, or it was the Kaito cover of Footsteps of Time, and I don't know, it just snowballed from there. And I got into YouTube kind of the same way, where I would go online and look at Vocaloid stuff, and there'd be people taking videos of themselves dancing, or, you know, doing a flash mob somewhere, and like getting this whole group together to con, and I was like, wow, that's the coolest thing ever, I want to do that. So I actually had to like, dig in my channel to figure out what the first thing I uploaded was to remember, like, why did I get into YouTube? And it was that. I went out and just did random Vocaloid dances somewhere in Seattle and filmed them and put them up. So that's what I did. Was it 4 or 5 years ago? And that's what I'm still doing, so yay. Are there any other, like, things you guys want to talk about? Like, I don't know, this can just be a conversation thing. So yeah, if you guys want to talk, we can. Or I can just think of more questions that people have asked me that I can answer. Let's see. Yeah, I'm camera shy, actually. I know there'll be a little bit of lag, just because that's how it is. I mean, oh, who's my favorite Vocaloid? First of all, yeah, Butterfly on your right shoulder, or left. Which one? I don't remember which one it is, but yeah, yeah, good song. That one has a lot of memories for me too, because it was one of the first ones I looked up. Back when I started getting into Vocaloid, I looked it up and I was looking at the lyrics and I'm like, this is a weird song! And the illustration creeped me out too, so I clicked away. And now that I've been in the Vocaloid fandom for going on 6 years now, it's like, Butterfly on Your Right Shoulder is not the weirdest song out there. And now I dance to it, so yeah. My favorite Vocaloid is, oh my gosh, it's gotta be Luca out of default, just because she's the first one I cosplayed and she's the one I've attached to the most. Yeah, Luca. I'm thinking of cosplaying Ia though, so yeah, Ia is good too. So yeah, Reen and Len. Do you have any Reen and Len song recommendations? Because I can totally like go look up songs and listen to them. Song recommendations, yay! And do you have a favorite like Vocaloid producer? Because I like taking recommendations for those too. Some of my favorite songs that I absolutely love to dance to now, I only discovered because I went out randomly and asked people, who do you recommend? So yeah, if you have recommendations, throw them my way, and I'll listen. How long have I considered myself a furry? Oh gosh. I think I first learned that Rainforest existed. That's a convention that used to be in Seattle that no longer exists. Rainforest existed in like 2011 or 2012, actually not too long after I got into Vocaloid and went to my first anime convention. I started learning they have conventions for furries too. And I think I started considering myself part of the fandom after I got my first fursuit, which was in 2012. I was into anthropomorphic art before that because I was on, online Pokemon communities and people would be showing the Pokemon art. And I was like, oh, but there's these people drawing the anthropomorphic Pokemon too. That sounds kind of cool. I want to try that. So, anthropomorphic Pokemon and then regular animals. And then I was like, oh, this is a furry fandom. That sounds cool. So yeah, that's how I got into it. So how long have I considered myself a furry? A little over 5 years now. Do I know the Electric Angel Dance? No, I do not. I have, if you're talking about the Reen and Len version, that one's really cool. Gigapee is great. The songs are too catchy for their own good. But no, I don't know the dance, unfortunately. I wish I had more time to learn more vocaloid dances, but they just take me so long. And I can only do so many. I need to look it up, though. I'm not familiar with the choreography, but I may learn it if I decide it looks fun. So I have a question for Jay. What's your next convention plan? I know you went to Anime PDX. Anything else interesting going on in the Seattle area? I'm like totally disconnected right now. Or Seattle, Portland, West Coast, somewhere far away from here. Kumori-con, oh, I'm so sad I'm missing Kumori-con. That was one of my favorite conventions before college. And then the first year I missed it, I believe, let me see. Yeah, the first year I missed it was the last year they had on Labor Day. So I was like, oh, I had to move into college for Labor Day on that last or the second to last year. And I was like, oh, it's just for this year. And next year it'll be on Labor Day again. And since I don't have to do the whole orientation thing, I can go. Nope, then they moved it until after Labor Day and I can't go anymore. But yeah, have fun. Take all the videos, I'll watch them and then I'll be like happy because I can at least see what was going on. I'll feel missed out. I'll feel left out. But I'll also be happy because I'm not totally in my own bubble here. I'm looking forward to seeing your videos. There's going to be so much fun stuff going on. I heard they have a lip sync battle. And yeah, Subaru, that's good. You're doing better. The furry fandom is generally nice. There's some, like, just as with every fandom, the furry fandom has some, like, bad pockets of people, like, kind of concentrated in the same place. You just kind of have to work yourself out of that and find, you know, your niche, your right environment, and hopefully it can be a happy thing for most people. Maybe not everybody, but overall, yeah, I think the furry fandom is particularly accepting. I know there's drama sometimes, but there's also drama like in the cosplay community and things like that. And honestly, after seeing like what happens in the cosplay community, I feel like the furry fandom is at least as supportive and kind, if not more so, and inclusive. I don't think I'm going to any more cons until Antho, New England, which is in February, and I'm sad because I want to go to Pacific Northwest cons and I can't, but someday I'll come back. Yay! Yeah, I feel like the furry fandom has been an overall positive influence for me too. I'm not sure why, I'm a very creative person and having an outlet for it in a way that's accepted is very comforting. Because outside the fandom there's a lot of, you know, dehumanization of furries and stuff, but then there's people who really think it's cool too. Like today I had the health and safety inspections for my college dorm, and my fursuit was, I had my big dance session this morning, my fursuit was on my bed drying, and they just see my fursuit and they're like, oh, it's so cute, is that your fursona? I got a little embarrassed, but it was also funny. Do I know Brandon, the guy that cosplays only Link and plays the ocarina all the time? Plays theme songs of cosplayers? Is he the one who, yeah, I think I've seen that guy. I don't know him personally, but I do remember seeing like a video of a Link walking around and playing the ocarina. I remember that sort of thing. Yeah, Kumori-con and Sakura-con. I do think that playing the themes of cosplayers is kind of a fun idea, so if they let you do it, I think you should. Because I don't know, I personally, like, dream of cosplaying like from Pandora Hearts and then having somebody come up behind me and sing the Pandora Hearts opening or the theme song or something. I set my phone ringtone to Pandora Hearts theme because I was kind of hoping that it would like ring while I was cosplaying and then it would be like, oh my gosh, that's my song. I'm silly like that. Society hates it sometimes, well, yeah, but there's a lot of, I think most fandoms have that sense of, you know, there's some sort of negative stigma outside the fandom, like people outside the cosplay community are just like, oh, that's for kids, you're dressing up, you're like playing Superman or whatever, and like, it's so much more complicated than that, so I think that happens a lot, and it's just, people have their misconceptions, and sometimes people are just very intent on not changing their mind, and you just kind of have to ignore it, because you can't change, they're not going to change their mind, and there's so much good stuff going on within the community that at the end it doesn't really matter what the people outside of it think. I mean, you're not hurting anybody, right? The only Link playing Ocarina of Anime PDX. I don't remember seeing him in Anime PDX, but my memories are kind of fuzzy from that con because I was so, you know, worked up on adrenaline from like the lip sync battle and everything that that's really all I remember at this point. Yeah, that's true. The negativity can spread a lot farther. People kind of feed off of it sometimes. Any thoughts on society? That's a really general question, and I'm not sure. There's a lot of stuff going on right now, so I'm just like escaping into my fursuit sometimes. Yeah, it's a kind of a form of escapism, which can be a bad stigma, but it's also a good thing because everyone kind of needs that at some point. I mean, you don't want to be, you know, working all the time. That's not healthy. You gotta take your breaks. Sometimes pretending to be somebody or something else is the best thing to get yourself out of your own head. For me, it really works. Yeah, I heard they have the lip sync battle at KomoriCon. Are you going to film that? Or no, because you're not the press at KomoriCon? Okay, yeah, sure, you can share the stream if you want. I'll just talk to everybody. Wow, it's getting hot. I was cold at first, and then I put my fursuit on. I'm like, wow, it's warm. Oh, good, yay, get videos of the lip sync battle. Thank you very much. I will definitely watch them. That's something I always like. It's like a dance competition, but also very silly, and it's just so much fun to watch, and I'm just like, yay, videos! I gotta try. They don't need to be. Oh, okay, right. Because I remember Anime PDX or some con I went to. You know, Anime Boston. I think you need to be pressed to film events. So that's why I got confused. Because Anime Boston had a lip sync battle and I was in it, but now I can't see how I did because there's no video. But yeah, that's good that you don't need to be pressed to film. So just. Oh yeah, I think it was like that at New Con too. So yeah, yay videos. So what other events are y'all looking forward to? Like things going on in your lives or conventions, stuff like that? Happy thoughts. Anything else fun going on? I miss out on a lot of stuff because I'm, you know, sitting in my college working most of the time. I'm wearing my Miku sweatshirt. It works nicely with my pants. Now I'm remembering like all the memes that were a thing when I was first getting into Vocaloid, like Caramel Dancing and all that stuff. Am I going to be at NewCon or SakuraCon? I'm not going to be at NewCon because they changed the dates and now it doesn't overlap with my break anymore, so by the time NewCon is happening, I'm going to be back on the East Coast. Which does make me sad because I know they changed the location this year and it'll be a lot cheaper and easier, but I can't this year, I'm sorry. SakuraCon, yes, I will be there for at least Friday and Saturday. I have to get my spring class schedule in order to figure out if I can go on Sunday because it's on the tail end of my break and I have to spend a day flying back to Providence, but if I don't have class on Monday, I can do Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So at least Friday and Saturday. Yeah, maybe I'll see you there. you can film stuff, you know, see you around. I'll be cosplaying. Probably won't have my fursuit because there's so much to do, but yeah. Oh, I forgot your videographer stuff this year. I don't know how I forgot, but yeah, go do the awesome stuff. Yeah, video everything so I can be there in spirit. It's hard to keep this hoodie on after a while. I thought it'd be easy, but it's not. I can't see a leak without thinking of a leak spin. Oh yeah, something else I was asked before the stream is, what is the relationship between my two personas, like Aki and Matsuri? Are they sisters? Do they know each other? And my honest answer is I don't even imagine them inhabiting the same world because I anthropomorphize them differently. Usually when I draw Matsuri, she's very humanized and she's a typical furry in that she has like an animal head stuck on a human body with some fur. And I mean, I go a little bit more animal-like than that, but that's what most people think are furries. If I go around to my art college and ask people how they define furries as opposed to anthropomorphism, that's what they'll say. So Matsuri is more of that, while Aki is very much like a regular barn owl, just kind of like standing up a little bit more in a human posture. I mean, she mostly has a bird bone structure, but like a human pelvis and stuff like that. So, like, she wouldn't be able to function in a human world because she doesn't have the right hands or feet or even the right body structure. So I almost envision that she'd live in a totally separate universe or something. So I don't think of them as being related, but maybe they'll meet someday. Okay, thanks for sharing this. To answer Jay's question, I do remember the other guy you were with, because I actually remember I was in fursuit when you guys were walking around. And yeah, so yeah, you guys will both be doing videos. I think I'm subscribed to both of you on YouTube, so I'll be seeing stuff. Yay! I'm getting hot. Tripods are useful. PSA for like all the dancer furries out there who want to know how to get started. Get a tripod. It's so much easier when you're filming yourself because then you don't have to worry about where to put your camera and it's still all the time. It's just, I think for me, getting a tripod was like the most influential thing in me making more dances because I could just go out and film without help even if I wanted. Whereas otherwise you have to either find somewhere you can leave your camera so it's like at the right eye level or you have to have someone hold it for you. Tripods are great, even if it's a really simple one. I got mine like on clearance for like $50 or $60, which is pretty cheap for a tripod, and it still works great. So yeah, if you like dancing or videoing, get yourself a tripod. And then Bluetooth earbuds. That was the next best thing, because now I don't have to worry about blasting my music. But yeah, mainly a tripod. No, nobody's knocking on my door. That's just me like clapping or hitting things or something. I'd be able to hear too if someone was knocking. The CMV with me in it. I probably saw that and forgot. I'll have to go back and look. My memory can be really bad sometimes. But I do remember like going on and watching everything after the con. So maybe I'll go back and take a second look. Yeah, thanks for letting me know. Is the one earbud still having trouble staying in? No, I actually tried it out on Monday and it was fine. I don't know, I just got it to work. And also, I switched the balaclava I was wearing because one of the balaclavas I have two different kinds. One of them is handmade and doesn't go over my ears. I have another balaclava that does go over my ears, so now I wear that one when I'm dancing so that I can hold the earbuds in my ears. Yeah. Yeah, all good now. And then obviously when I'm in the dance studio, I just use the audio system there to project things. But when I'm outside or just otherwise in a place where I don't have a way to play audio, the earbuds are really good. Oh yeah, thanks for your help finding them, by the way. Yeah, okay, if anyone wants to know what kind, yeah, you can ask me or, yeah. Still getting good reception, yes. I have no earbud problems with reception or anything. They work perfectly as far as I know. Maybe after this live stream, I'll just go, like, I don't know, stick the link of what kind I have in the description so I can, you know, other dancer pros can see them too, because I know a lot of beginner, like, and advanced, but like all sorts of other people in the dancer pro community are following my channel, so I can kind of lead them to the right one. It's not like a paid advertisement or anything, just a recommendation, so you don't have to spend a lot of time searching. Yeah. CMB went up last month. Oh, CMB in last month. Okay, that might explain, because I remember I had this burst of watching things after, and I just didn't remember. So maybe if it was that recent, it wasn't lined up with the other things in the event, so I just didn't remember. I'm not burning up. This is not the hottest I've been. The hottest I've ever been in suit was when I went to Relay for Life event in full suit, and it was 85 degrees out, and I almost got heat exhaustion. I am just a little, you know, thirsty because I'm a very quiet person. I'm not used to talking this much, so my voice might be wearing out a little bit, but I'm fine. Maybe I'll get some water though. Yeah, this happens all the time during cons too. I don't usually talk very much, and when I do, it's not very loud. So when I go to cons and end up like actually using my voice for more than a couple minutes at a time, I'll just get so worn out. It's very important to stay hydrated, even if you're just sitting here. Have I ever had a fursuit malfunction? Head falling off, tail slipping out, feet paws coming off. Most of the time I'm okay. I think, no, I didn't, but I think when I was doing a kickball fundraiser with a Seattle organization called Emerald City Critters, which I volunteer for, we were all playing kickball, and some of us were fursuiting, and a lot of people, when they were trying to kick the ball, their feet paws just went flying off. That didn't happen to me, but that was just, when I think fursuit malfunction, that's usually what I think. My tail is attached to my full suit, so I have never had it fall out or anything. My feet paws are pretty tall, so they don't typically come off. The only time I think the closest thing I've had to a malfunction, I think you were there, Sumater, is when I was fursuiting at the Rhode Island, the dog charity walk event thing, and my battery came out of its little holder and was hanging out of my head. That's probably the most common one in Matsuri. That's the only time it's happened in public before, though. Sometimes I notice it while I'm dancing and I have to stop the video, but yeah, closest thing. BRB, okay. What time is it even? 7:30, okay, we're good. So a question, do you guys, like, for you to cosplay, should you ever cosplay, like, while you're taking video or doing your, just doing your jobs for the cons that you're doing? Like, when you're videoing, do you have, like, a mascot, or do you cosplay somebody to catch attention, or, like, do you cosplay while you're volunteering for the con? I'm just curious, because, I don't know, I'm interested in thinking about, like, do you have a mascot, or is this part of your image, or do you just cosplay for fun while you're doing it, or does the cosplay get in the way? Because I know some people don't like doing things in cosplay. Like, a lot of people want to do dance videos in cosplay because they have to keep track of the costume and their dance, but some people are totally okay with it. You never cosplay, but I know, I'm just asking, like, in both audiences, because I know that there's a couple cosplayers and a couple furries here, and I want to, like, reach out to everybody. Did I ask you this yet? If you did cosplay, who would do cosplay? Is there anybody you'd want to cosplay? Like, if you had an infinite money and time for one cosplay, who would it be? I'd probably make mine a fursuit of some Pokemon or something, just because most of the things are that I want are relatively within my range. I try to choose easy characters, but fursuits are a little bit out of my skill level, and those are more expensive. But also, I don't know if you've heard of the Vocaloid character. Oh my gosh, how do I pronounce it? CA? Coordinate CA? Or, yeah, sounds funny when you put it together. She has, like, this bony structure and really long legs and insect limbs and all that, and I think if I had unlimited time and money, I'd want to do that, because it would just look so cool with the stilts and the makeup, and, you know, it'd be so scary. It'd be perfect for a Halloween con. Miss anything important? No, I'm just kind of asking, like, if you had unlimited time and money for one cosplay or whatever, what would it be? Like, you could spend, you had enough resources, but you can only make one costume. Hello, new person. Good to see you. I'm glad you can make it. We're not doing anything in particular. I'm just talking around. If you have any questions, I can answer them, but I'm kind of just, like, talking back and forth in the group as well, and you can see me, like, struggle to read the screen in my fursuit, which is kind of funny. So hold on. It's going too fast now. I can't read it. Wanted to cosplay as my character. Oh, your original character. That's a good one too. Your character is in your persona, or as in like another character you have made up for like something else? Because original characters are cool too. I've never cosplayed one myself because I'm not that confident, but yeah, a lot of people do, and it's really fun, and I guess personas are kind of original characters too. So, German Boy, if you're coming from Sumider's audience, I'm assuming you are part of the, you know, the furry side of my audience, or more of the cosplay side, or both. How long have you been a furry? I've been a furry about 5 years now. I think I started considering myself a furry in 2012 when I discovered the convention called Rainforest, which was in Seattle but no longer exists. And I did anthropomorphic art before that, but I didn't really know the furry fandom existed. So, I mean, I've been a furry, I guess I've been doing furry stuff for longer, but I didn't really consider myself furry until I realized that these conventions were there, and I went to them, and I was like, whoa, this was fun. I remember, like, going to right after school on Thursday being like, I have no homework, let's just go to Rainforest. And it was so much fun, and I totally miss it now. The con's not there anymore, and I'm very sad. Rainbow deer. Oh, yeah. Did you show me that? I feel like I remember a rainbow deer, but maybe not. So, German Boy, are you called German Boy because you're a German Shepherd as well, or do you have, like, a different persona? I'm going to check my things. Alright, Google Plus. I have no idea how to use Google Plus. I'm not a tech person, but okay. Because, do you have a favorite anime? Oh gosh, my favorite anime and favorite manga. First of all, yes, it's good that you separated that out because my favorite anime and favorite manga are different. I have my favorite manga, but then their anime adaptations are usually lacking in some way or another, so my favorite anime end up being different. My favorite manga is Pandora Hearts. Very close to me, and if you know me, that's like one main thing you should know is I love Pandora Hearts. I think I started reading it, I'm in my junior year, so 3 years ago now, and it was very touching and emotional and very, in my opinion, well written. I know there's like some things with it, but I just love it. My favorite anime, oh gosh, what is like anime, not manga, but anime? Something I'd rewatch over and over. I mean, let's see. I really liked Free, which maybe is silly because a lot of people think it's just silly, but I don't. Yuri on Ice was also really good. Again, one that people don't take seriously, but I find that I take it very seriously, and it just becomes very beautiful. Death Parade was really good. It was really scary, and I almost didn't like it, but it was really good. I think those are the main ones. The Ancient Magus Bride is manga, and it's also coming out as an anime, and I feel like as a manga and an anime, it's a little bit different. It's a very quiet and slow-paced manga. It's very kind of mysterious, and as an anime, they just bring out all the magical effects and the scenery and the creatures, and it's just like, I'm so glad it was animated. This is the Ancient Magus Bride, if you want to look it up. It's so good. It's beautiful. It's relaxing. Oh, Mushishi is really good, too. I really like Mushishi. It just came out because I know it's relaxing. It, like, kind of makes you want to sleep, but not really. Yeah. Oh, yeah, also, another good manga. I'm just going to tell everyone to read it because it was so good. Donta ni Walau, or Laughing Under the Clouds. Oh, wait, but you can't, it's only in Japanese. It was never translated as a manga. The anime has a translation, but the anime is very oddly paced. You can get an idea of the story by watching the anime, but it's not nearly the same emotional impact as the manga, but just letting you know, it was a very good manga. Also very pulling on the heartstrings. Hello, new people. Sorry, I was kind of going on a tangent, not looking at the chat. So yes, hello, new people. Thank you for joining me. What have you missed? Nothing much. I've just been talking about like Vocaloid and asking the viewers questions and discussing how I became a furry and things I do on YouTube and things I like, and what asking everybody. So you haven't really missed much. You can just like join in the conversation. Give me some background. Like, are you a furry? Are you on the cosplay side of things? Like, what do you enjoy seeing? I'd love to get to like know you guys as my audience. I think I got a question. Yeah, ask any question you want. I can try to answer as best I can. Yes, Matsuri is my persona. I have two personas. I have my owl. I have Matsuri. They kind of represent different sides of me. Oh, also, if you hear me breathing, yeah, I'm breathing under my suit, obviously. I'm breathing a little hard just because the resin head gets muggy. But also, you may be hearing, like, my fan. I have a fan in my muzzle to get the air flowing more because it's a resin head and the air doesn't get through very well. So if I'm, like, leaning in and you're hearing a whirring noise, that's what that is. It's just a fan in my muzzle to make it so I can keep the head on longer without taking it off. Gaming streams? Oh, no, I don't. I only expected like one person to come. I don't know what's happening, but I mean, Super is sharing, which was very helpful. Thank you. And I appreciate Jay taking the time and Greg Cohn taking the time to come in and watch. Thank you guys. And yes, I want to meet you guys, you new people. So yeah, introduce yourselves. I'll ask you questions. We can all talk about stuff. Tell me about like your persona, if you've ever been to any events. What you best enjoy doing, if there's anything you're looking forward to, like events coming up. Because I like hearing about what's going on in the furry world, even if it's not local to me. Just nice being interconnected that way. Different characters for your feelings? Like, oh, that's interesting, because, I mean, that's kind of why I end up having two personas, because I can't imagine doing one thing with one persona and the other one, it doesn't quite fit. So yeah, that's interesting that I'm not the only person. Do you have like personas for like different times, you're feeling different ways, or do you feel like you have multiple ways of expressing yourself that you just need two personas for? Like, how do you split it, do you think? Yeah, YouTube is addicting. It's fun. I mean, I get so lost in all the dance videos, especially with the dance tournament that's going on right now, Kerfluffle. I don't know if you guys have been watching my videos. If you're not the furries band, you may not be aware, but there's an online dance tournament called Kerfluffle going on right now, and it's got over 100 people, and it's just, I could get lost all day just sitting and watching the videos people are submitting because it's just wonderful. Everyone is so good. I don't even know. Okay, Prince, I hope you're okay, but thank you for dropping by. Yeah, thank you for coming. I'm sorry not feeling well. I hope I didn't make it worse. Yay! Thank you, I guess. More subscribers, yay. Thank you. Let's see what time it is. 7:50. Okay, I'm gonna go till 8 o'clock. We have like 10 more minutes. So if there's anything you guys want to talk about, then tell me now. My bedtime is like 9 o'clock, so 8 o'clock's about the latest I can go. Crimson. Rated? What do you mean getting rated? Like, it's probably not a Pokemon Go raid. I love Pokemon Go, but... I don't know, I don't understand. I lost my train of thought. Spammed. Okay, alright, that's some internet lingo I'm not familiar with. I'm not very familiar with, like, internet phrases or anything. So, thank you for that clarification. Alright, got it. Yeah, you can take care of that. It's fine. Okay, good. You got it under control. That's good. Okay, got it. Thank you for your explanations on my noob brain. I'm a newbie, always. There's some things I just don't know. So, does anyone here, like, make their own costumes, like, cosplay at first sitting? Is anyone here, like, a crafter or an artist? Because I would love to know if you are. I'm an artist, kind of an artist too. I'm not a crafter, definitely, but I draw and obviously I dance. So, yeah, if you all are artists or crafters or creators, please let me know. I can, check out your stuff. So I know I'm subscribed to Jay on YouTube, and Greg, and if he's still here. But anyone else that I don't know, please, self-promo time. You can drop your stuff here. Keep it safe for work. I'm often surrounded by people and also have a very sensitive mind, so don't be a bad influence. Ooh, tank drawings. That sounds really hard. I know tanks are, like, super detailed and everything. Honestly, that sounds really interesting. I think I'd like to take a look if you have them. So yeah, watching me, like, trying to read in my first, yes. Ooh, landscape drawings too. I like landscape drawings. I like environments and stuff. So yeah, that sounds like a really interesting combination of skills. Did you teach yourself, or have you taken classes? As for Jay, that is awesome. I didn't know you made your own cosplays. That was, like, yay, fun fact. I didn't know an artist and a cosplay and a videographer is a lot, so cool. Costumes, wigs, and props. What's your favorite costume piece that you've made? Like, what was the most fun? Or what did you feel most satisfied with or proud of when you were done with it? Painted paw prints. Ooh, paw prints. Yay, I like paw prints, so obviously. So I'm a whoop. Classes. Okay, classes are good. Did you take, like, are there specific classes for drawing tanks, or was it like a general drawing class, or was it like a machinery drawing class? Because if there's classes for drawing machinery, I'd like to take that. That's something I need to improve on. Hello, new person. Thank you for the subscription. I'm glad you like my suits. I'm going to promo Salty Suits, who made Matsuri, like Salty like Salt Shaker. If you look up Salty Suits, you can see their work, and they made Matsuri, and I'm forever grateful to them. So yeah, if you want to know who made the suit, then you can look them up. They're really good. They have really high quality work. And they can do realistic stuff like this and more toony stuff. So I have to keep pushing my head up because the resin heads are heavy. And like, as much as I try to reinforce it, it's just physics that it falls down, so I constantly have to go, what? School, just school. Okay, cool. So not specific classes. Alright, that's still cool. Yay. J class. Kingdom Hearts 2 Ultima Weapon. I don't know much about Kingdom Hearts. I do know that there's lots of stuff in it. Maybe I'll look that up so I can see what you mean afterwards, because that sounds kind of cool. I know that Kingdom Hearts is like weapons and stuff. Like, I get it confused with things, but I know there's, you know, I'll look it up so that I can know what I'm talking about and listening to that rather than just rambling. Oh, well, I hope you had fun. Just stay safe. What's your name? Pat. Okay, yeah, sorry, I can't read very well. Pat, stay safe, Pat. I'm glad you had fun. Take care of yourself, though. Get some sleep. Yeah, sleep is very necessary. Sleep is very good. That's why I go to sleep so early. I go to sleep so early, it's just weird. I don't know. I'm an early bird, which is partially why I have a bird persona, but also doesn't make much sense because I'm an owl, but whatever. Bye-bye. Do I have a DeviantArt? I don't know if you're asking everyone on the channel. Me, I do have a DeviantArt. It's just aki-rain. You can see on my channel it says aki-rain, aki-rain. That's my DeviantArt if you want to look it up. I mean, I'm more active on Fur Affinity, but DeviantArt pretty much has the same stuff. Yeah, I dedicate most of my time to Fur Affinity, but I still post on DeviantArt. If that's your preferred platform, then you can see me there too. Simple shapes and complicated patterns. That's cool too. It's very relaxing, right? To draw those shapes and those patterns. It's like kind of abstract. I've heard that's something like people do to focus their mind or something. I think it was big when I was in 9th grade. I don't remember much about it. I just remember everyone was doing these Zentangle things. And that's kind of what I thought of when you said the simple shapes and the complicated patterns. That's kind of what Zentangle is. And it came up in class a couple days ago too. Like we were talking about Zentangle. I'm like, whoa, I thought this was big like 5 years ago. Oh yeah, YouTube messaging system, I don't even know. Sometimes I just find it and I don't know how and then I can't get to it again. But yeah, you can message me on DeviantArt, it's just aki-rain. I mean, I guess I'm also on Facebook mostly for my art though. DeviantArt's probably easier, I check that probably once a day. So, a decent enough amount. Like, sometimes I don't get why there even is a YouTube messaging system because I can't find it, and it's like, I don't know how to use it. 7:58. Oh, you're on my page now? Okay, good. So we can do this for a couple more minutes, and then I'm going to wrap up, but, yeah, does anyone else have, like, any other questions or things they want to talk about? I'm not great at this. This is the first time I've tried. I had so many technical difficulties, but now I know what to do. Oh, thank you. you for the watch. Did I draw the stuff behind me? No, that's just posters I've gotten at anime conventions and furry conventions. I need to look and see what's behind me because I don't remember. No, that's just posters I got at anime conventions. I have D-Gray Man. I have a Miku one from SoccerCon 2 years ago. I have another Miku one that's like Miku as a cat from Furlandia the year before last, and the one in the middle of the Pandora Hearts one I got when I went to Japan. That was cool. That has like a lot of memories attached to it. Bye, German boy. Thanks for stopping by. Have fun. I appreciate you coming. What am I dancing to next? I never really know. Usually, since I improvise most of my dances, I just go in and dance to whatever I feel like that day. But I do have a couple things planned out. I usually have like some songs I freestyle to and others that I'm working on for choreography. The ones I'm working on right now, I'm about to finish up with a dance called Aki-rain Mercy. I'm learning the choreography for that exists like in the Vocaloid fandom. Because Vocaloid creators like make their own dances for these songs and then they spread around. It's normal for other people to learn them, and that's how they spread around. So I'm almost done learning Aki-rain Mercy. And then I'm choreographing a Vocaloid song myself called Satisfaction, which is about, well, the choreography is like 80% done, but then I need to spend a couple months refining and everything, so you'll probably see the finished product for that in about January, February-ish. If I end up doing the A&E dance competition, that's probably what I'll do, but I don't think I'm going to be able to because it's really dependent on my class schedule, whether I can enter the dance comp, so I might just put it on YouTube. But yeah, that's what I'm dancing to next in terms of scheduled things. When did I meet my first furry friend? So my twin introduced me to the furry fandom, so they were technically my first furry friend. My first actual furry friend, I need to remember. Because I know I went to Rain first, but I don't know if I kept in touch with a lot of people I met there. I mostly just passed them by and then started recognizing their costumes and everything. The first furry, oh my gosh, I don't even know. I'm sorry, I don't remember who my first furry friend was. I know I went to Rain first and then I went to Furlandia and I just met a bunch of people and they're all my Facebook friends now. Sorry. Do I know ASL? No, I don't know ASL. I know English, obviously, and I can speak some Japanese. I haven't been keeping up with it because I don't really have the energy, but I've been reading Japanese. I can kind of sort of write it and somewhat speak it if I warm up. But no, I don't know ASL, unfortunately. It seems like it'd be cool to learn, but there's so many languages I want to learn, they just take so much time that I don't have. I'm like excited about so many things. Okay. Anything else you guys want to talk about before I wrap this up? For me, it's getting late. It's partially time zones and partially me being an early bird, but 8 o'clock is like the time I start winding down. So if you guys want to say anything else, please let me know now. It was great having you all. Maybe I'll do this again on a regular basis because it was actually really fun. I didn't think this many people would come, but I really appreciate it. Yeah, thank you. It was fun. And now I know you guys better. Yay. So yeah, if anything pops up on the chat, I know there's a little bit of lag, I'll answer that. But if not, then thank you very much for coming. I had a good time. Everyone enjoy the night. Have a safe and fun Halloween, because I love Halloween. I don't know about you all, but Halloween's like my favorite time of year other than SoccerCon. So yeah, have a fun and safe Halloween. Enjoy yourselves. Have a good night. If you're forced to learn, you learn better. That's true. I went to Japan, and it felt like I learned Japanese so much faster just because I went there and I had to speak it. Alright, yeah, good night. You can message me on DeviantArt or whatever, or leave a comment. I'm probably going to... Okay, so I had so many technical difficulties, I'll probably try to keep this up after, but I read something about the archive and I don't know how it works, so if this disappears, too bad. I hope it doesn't, but if it does, then yeah, message me on DA, but you can also comment here after this is done if you want to continue something, or you know, need to find another way to contact me since YouTube is so difficult. But yeah, thank you for coming. It was fun. Yay! Thank you. So I like doing heart hands. I know some people don't like it, but I try to do it with my paws and it just fails. But yeah, bye!